morning, folks. Welcome back. It's John Pettipas. First, it's now 8 minutes past 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 minutes past 7 a.m. in the morning on Thursday morning, which is the 31st day of March, and it's bright sunny morning, so we can say that March is out like a lamb. How's that? I want to thank wonderful gentleman. He has his own YouTube station in Rational Times. It's good buddy Stephen Hughes and his lovely assistant, his fine wife Shelley. So this is a beautiful bobblehead he gave me, and I love it. I love President Trump, and I have it right top my television here in office. So thank you, Stephen Hughes, and lovely assistant Shelley of Irrational Times. He has his own YouTube station. It's on 3 or 4 nights a week, and it's a really good show. He puts a lot of work in. It's always interesting and fun to watch. Does a great job. And thank you, Stephen and Shelley. Now, today I have wood on my mind. Wood. See here? Some generous neighbor gave me a box of kindling for projects. So this is wood. A lot of people are burning wood because their price of oil's up. Way up. Way up. So they're burning wood. And there was a piece in the Halifax Herald I read several days ago that Nova Scotia, the Department of Lands and Forests in Nova Scotia, they took and they charged a gentleman with a 75-year-old father for cutting a bit of firewood in Crownland. They have forgotten there's certain things they're supposed to do enforcement on deer and not deer jacking and quotas on fish and so on. You only so many bag limit on trout and what have you. That stuff like that. But right now, in the price of a barrel of oil, there's people out there. It's food, medicine, or heat. A wonderful MLA told me this. I thought I was tuned in, but it says, John, I've learned food, medicine, or heat. And that was 7-8 years ago. They take and they can't have all three. Now, the price of barrel oil has gone from $500 or $600 a barrel up to $700, $800. Now it's way the fuck up to $1,100, $1,200 or more. It's killing the people. It's hurting the people that's heating my oil. And the guy has ambition to get out there, get a little bit of wood. Look, okay, I'm going to digress here for a second. I got a Cape Breton flag up in the background. Some years ago, I used to get the Cape Breton Post to read in church on Sunday morning before Mass started, okay? Cape Breton Post, and Saturday I should read the Sunday morning in church. So anyway, before things got rolling. And there was a piece in there about a couple of fellas out in Sydney Mines, where they were, one of the beautiful coastal coal mining communities, Cape Breton Island, in which there are several, and they take coal mining communities, and wonderful people, period, and they bootleg coals. And man, oh man, if those guys get the ambition to get out there and dig a pit in the ground to get some coal, heat their homes or sell a bit, let them do it. He says, look how much Devco's losing, making. Now, if Devco was around nowadays with the price of coal, Devco would be printing money. They wouldn't talk about Devco losing money anymore. I want to quickly state that one. But at that time, the price of coal was low. Mining's a difficult business. The way God made the coal reserves, you have to go out a long ways to the face of the seam of coal under be it New Waterford, Glace Bay, whatever. That's the way Leyland, that deck of cards, geology in that area was handled. But the point I want to make is, they taken, if they had the guts, the ambition, bunction to get out there and dig some coal, let them do it. And it's the same here in Nova Scotia. Mother of God in France, the storm in the Bastille, it's the Bastille Day, it's the 14th of July of every year. It's a French Independence Day, and it was over a guy stole a loaf of bread. Now, it's wrong to steal. I'll clearly say that. It's wrong to steal, but in this case, they were starving. Marie Antoinette was having in a bath of milk, and I had a baker one time, and they said, how much milk to put in the tub? And Marie Antoinette apparently referring back with a little bit of vulgar comment, up to the blank is fine, but I'm not going to repeat it because this is meant for family television at breakfast. Anyway, they take in, so just like in the French Revolution, it was clearly stupid to put a guy in prison when he stole a loaf of bread, and in the French system, bread is the food of life. We say, our Father, give us a day of daily bread. Well, in France, bread, in other nations' world, bread is extremely important part of daily life, like we have cereal or whatever, rolled oats in my case. So, back to Nova Scotia Wood. They have forgotten that the Department of Lands and Forests is looking after Crownland. It's ultimately owned by the people. And Mother of God, think of about 3 or 4 weeks ago we had a big ice storm. How much wood was blown over and snapped and broken will just go to waste, go back to bugs. So you got a gentleman in his 50s with a 75-year-old father and cutting a bit of wood to keep them warm. And they're going to go out there and charge him. It's stupid. No common sense whatsoever. With that, I got to go. My breakfast is sitting there and I'm getting hungry. One thing that stops me from talking is food. With that, I got to go. I wish you all the best. God bless. But when they make and enforce laws, it should be done with some sense of common sense and practicality, okay? And interesting, there's a warden in this county pushing the town to take over, and I've heard so many times in the media, his brothers are worse yet, Daddy did it, and when they were cutting the land, this is my notes for today, they cut one side, they'll get over the line. When the brothers did it, they go over both sides of the line. So I kind of ironic to have Pontius Pilate up there, McCarran talking about lands and forests. Okay, and I said, good thing they weren't cutting the wood. When they're supposed to be paying stumpage to the landowner that owned the wood. With that, I gotta go. This is John Pettipas wishing you all the best. God bless. Get a good breakfast yourself. Thank you very much. Bye for now.